Who do you think has the responsibility to do something about North Korea, and who has the responsibility to help the North Korean people?
I'm thinking number one is the North Korean government. But on the other hand, it's kind of weird to say that they have a responsibility because a lot of the times the dictatorship is the problem. But if I say another country has the responsibility to help them, then it brings the problem of like global intervention. And is that justified? How much is that justified? Will helping the North Korean people lead to political conflict and international conflict? I'm reluctant to answer that like it's perhaps the South Koreans' fault or it's the Russians or the Americans' responsibility. I feel reluctant to say anything like that.
That's a hard question.
Yeah, that's a hard question.
I think it's everyone, the citizens and leaders and even other countries, and yeah. It's a big project, I think.
다 같이 협력을 해야겠지만 우선 저기 국가가 좀 책임은 나라가 지어야 되는 잘 모르겠는데 시간을 천천히 두고 바라봐야 되는 것 같아요. 네.
저는 쪽 북한 당이라고 공산당이라고 생각이 드네요. 네.
일단은 정부가 1순위여야 되지 않을까. 저희가 아무리 해도 정부에서 손을 쓰질 않으면 변화될 수 있는 거 없으니까요. 이게 나라 문제다 보니까.
북한에서도 그런 체제를 걔네들이 언제까지 이렇게 유지하고 하는 거를 하는 게 아니라 그냥 국민들이 조금 더 약간 뭐 혁명까지는 아니더라도 뭔가 조금 주체적으로 할 수 있는 뭐 단체나 모임이나 이게 많아지면 결국엔 그 체제 무너질 수밖에 없거든요. 뭐 해외 그런 다른 뭐 이런 정보들을 해서 아 여기는 이렇게 하는구나 저긴 저렇게 하는구나 하다 보면 이 모임들이 커져서 북한 안에서 스스로 무너질 것 같아요. 그래서 국민들이 먼저 그 주체 사상을 가지는 게 제일 저는 첫 번째라고 생각하는데 이거를 이제 무력으로 진압하는 과정에서 그거를 이제 어쩌서 피할 수 없는 뭔가 그런 아픔은 있겠지만 그래도 국민들이 스스로 그거를 할 수 있는 게 저는 먼저라고 생각을 해요. 예.
주민들이 이런 정보를 갖고서 뭔가 문화적으로 많이 알게 되면 자연스럽게 체제는 붕괴될 거라 생각이 들고 독일도 마찬가지로 비슷한 개념으로서 그렇게 붕괴가 됐잖아요.
I think the UN and maybe if the North Korean government gets a little weakened and unification comes, then the South Korean government can also help the North Koreans.
I mean, it's good for other countries to help, but the real change comes from within the government of North Korea.
I think us, the students, if we are really interested in making a change, I think this change starts with us, and we have to let the upper ups know that this is what we want for our future. So I think we have to start doing something now.
So I do think that the people there have to rise up first. Do they need help? Yes, absolutely. But any kind of change comes from within, whether it's a person individually, a situation, or even a country. So I do think that North Koreans have to fight back first, and then we can help.
Since my age group is more open, we could bear a little more responsibility also because it is the future we are going to be living in. So yeah.
Politicians should make a right direction. Then we could participate with them.
I mean, although it's a pretty global issue, not gonna lie, South Korea still has the largest responsibility when it comes to resolving the issue between South Korea and North Korea because, again, we were one country, right? And we are of the same people, and culturally we share the same history. The older populations, they have sacrificed so much to bring our country to where we are today.
Of course, Kim Jong-un and Kim Jong-il, because they had chance to open internationally and change their government organizations, but they just wanted to keep their own government and their family to become rich. And that's why I think North Korean people are suffering from hunger and poverty. And also North Korea is currently one of the most closed country internationally. So according to what I learned, they do not fully understand what's happening outside internationally, and they still believe that every country outside is living like them.
Definitely, personally, I think the president have responsibility to have a good or bad relationship with North Korea.
I think Jong-un Kim have to change his mind to be more hospitable to other outside of country.
Who do you think has the responsibility to do something about North Korea helping the North Korean people?
I think the ultimate responsibility lies with the people themselves. We can assist and try to inform them and break through the information barrier that the regime has set up. But in the end, a state and a society exist because the people are there. And we can try to impose our views and our ideologies and our systems upon them. But throughout history, you've seen what that leads to. So instead of imposing, I'd say we can try to inform, but it's upon them to be open to accepting that and finding ways to change their own society. Yeah.
Maybe I think mass media will work. Actually, there is a one woman these days. She became a famous chef, and I see her on TV oftentimes. And she talks about her life experience. And she said, even though she made a lot of money here working at the restaurant, she is still on TV because she wants to find her daughter back. She got separated with a girl when she was like a 2 or 3 year old. So the kind of a thing when we hear, we feel very like a human emotion. So mass media will work a lot.